Hey guys, it's John.
And Kimmy.
And welcome back to Danganronpa Part 16. We're going to be playing the class trial in this one, and this is going to be an epic video.
Dungeon Grandpa, really?
Yeah, we're going to be doing the entire class trial, so buckle up, Buttercup.
Here we go!
Oh wait, we gotta voice act this part. I was looking forward to an entire video where we didn't have to voice act.
You got this.
Because the class trial is fully voice acted.
That's right.
You're late, Makoto! We've all been waiting for you!
I bet you were afraid you would be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. So they really are convinced I did it, but
You're such a ham.
I didn't do it. Me and Sayaka both know that all too well.
Does Makoto have a cold?
It's his
his internal,
typical
okay.
anime voice protagonist. But then, who is the killer?
Who is the killer?
By the way, I fixed the frame rate issue.
Yay!
Finally, after 5-6 videos in, it was a resolution problem with my 4K monitors running a 1080p game. That's all I'll say.
That was pretty much
Very
it.
frustrating.
Yeah.
The one who murdered Sayaka. Is it really one of us?
Sure is.
Yeah, it is.
Is everyone here? Okay then.
Don't look in the comments if you don't know what happens, because people are going to be discussing the episode. Last warning.
Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided.
Oh no!
I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
I'll be waiting.
Very good. Should we ask everyone what their thoughts and feelings are about this situation?
Sure.
We should go systematically through the room and ask all 13 of them.
Let's do it.
Mondo, what do you think?
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom, huh? They have one-liners.
Yeah.
Impossible.
Damn, we really gotta go through with this class trial thing, huh?
You know?
If you want to confess, I guess now's the time to do it. I'm telling you, I didn't do it.
What happened to just using your normal voice? Are we abandoning that now?
I think it's more fun.
There's no point in standing around here. Sell your resolve and step into the future.
Step into the future.
Right.
Sakura sounds very corporate.
I know, that's weird. Let's get started.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. In the end, I wasn't able to do any looking around or anything. Is this really how Sayaka would want us to find out who killed her?
Everyone loves your Chihiro voice, by the way. That's
Oh, thank you.
the standout in the comments.
I saw a lot of Ash Ketchum references.
Yeah.
Is that the voice? Yeah.
Pidgeotto.
Oh,
Pikachu. Yeah, yes. Pidgeotto.
I guess I gave him like
You
a
got-
surfer vibe. Oh, Pidgeotto.
Pikachu. Thundershock. You gotta say it as Chihiro.
Okay. Now I'm just doing Surfer Ash. Pikachu. What was the other one you said?
Thundershock.
Thundershock. Pikachu, I choose you.
Okay, you're sounding less Ash Ketchum
All
by
right,
the
all
minute.
right. I can't help but wonder what whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. That's a weird way to say that.
Relax! I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit just yet. Maybe, but you're obviously leaning that way.
Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? That's a big fat no.
Got nothing to say, huh?
Actually, we did, but, you know. Being so insistent, even though you obviously killed her. Very impressive. I like almost choked on my own saliva.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from here on out.
That was his job.
I don't know.
Was he guarding the room? No.
So, the school basement has become the darkened stage. We're all here to bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call.
All right, Fumi.
Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready?
All right, that was a complete waste of time.
Yeah, it was. We'll never do that again. I guess I have no choice but to get on this elevator.
Well then, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared?
No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth.
I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death.
Oh my god.
I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who the real killer is.
What is happening to Makoto right now? What is happening?
He's going full Christian Slater.
Yeah, he is. Like Christian Slater as a Muppet. He is Muppet Slater.
As I raised my voice to try and give myself courage, I turned, trembling with anticipation, towards the elevator. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster.
Faster and faster.
Everyone else was already on the elevator. When I finally stepped on, the doors closed and the elevator started to move.
Started to move.
Okay, that's the last time I do that Makoto voice. I just think it's funny. The steel box descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school basement.
No, you need to do it the whole time.
I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Rather than that, is it not more like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment?
Oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further and further into the bowels of the school.
Bowels.
Bowels of the school.
You're like, if Slater, Christian Slater, it's fine.
You finally arrived! That's not Monokuma's voice.
No, it's not.
Yeah, I gotta get. What do you think? Doesn't it feel just like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Well, which one is it?
Not even close. It's total shit.
Well now,
Okay, everyone find your assigned seats and sit down. Hurry up now! Hurry up! Sometimes he does a little like, meh. Sometimes he does that. We did what he said and found our seats. The seats were arranged in a giant circle. It was set up so that everyone could see everyone else, which also meant it'd be easy for anyone to transfer their tension and unease onto anyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so, the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal,
All right, we get it.
a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate,
Oh my god, we get it. Oh,
a
God.
deadly class trial.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes! Fucking save it.
No, we don't wanna.
Yeah, let's save it. So,
What are our truth bullets?
these are the weapons that we can use throughout the case. We got all 18 of them.
Yeah.
So we got all the evidence we need. We're good. Here we can set our skills, which we only have like 2. Increase your truth bullet rate of fire, effective during the non-stop debate and the bullet time battle final strike.
When did we get this one?
I think from talking to Leon. Melodious voices from talking to Sayaka.
Yeah.
Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. And those are the only 2 that we have, so.
All right, well, we'll get more as we
Yeah.
Let's
Let's
continue
go.
to play the game.
First class trial.
All right.
Begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Look at his
Why
portrait.
is his face throbbing?
Yeah, it's it's because he's very intense right now. Whenever
Yeah.
someone gets intense, their face goes like.
God. Keep running into the green screen. Sorry if y'all hear that.
Damn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
So why isn't he doing that?
Start the trial. Can I ask a question real quick?
I'm gonna need you to do the fast track.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel
Yes.
awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
All right, Hifumi.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Hifumi
There
needs
were
to get
only 15
laid.
of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16
That's
people.
bull crap. That's bull
Okay,
crap.
That about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started.
Does that get...
First up
Never
is
mind.
the case summary.
You know I can't answer any
I
questions.
know.
Let the class trial begin.
I appreciate you pretending like it's the first time you've played it for me, so you don't spoil
Some people in the
anything.
comments don't seem to understand that.
Yeah.
I thought John's played this before. So how does he not know? Blah, 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 blah. Get
He's trying to interact with me as if he's never played it before so that nothing gets spoiled. Isn't that
Wow.
the sweetest
Well,
thing?
imagine that. Imagine that. It's about to begin. The debate to decide who we think the killer is. sorry.
Annie!
No, I didn't mean to. Sorry.
Alright.
Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line.
Hold on real fast. The camera just refocused.
Yeah, I said to autofocus.
Okay, it was just blurry for a little bit. I just wanted you to know that.
Oh, I'm sure people in the comments will alert me to the emergency situation.
We see it, we know. Thank you
That
for
was
letting us
in the
know.
past that I can't change. Your first nonstop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? We will, just because, you know.
For the game's sake.
As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause.
Oh my.
It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements.
React! No, I'm just kidding.
What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim, then fire with the left mouse button.
That was a terrible gun noise that I just tried to do. I can't do it.
That's more like a sword slash.
It is. Also, why did the narrator have 3 dots? There's no need for that.
There's a lot of unnecessary fat
Okay,
in this game,
I'm
but
sorry. I'm being picky now. Go ahead.
once you tear through the fat, there's some delicious medium rare
I just had
meat
a tear. That was me
within.
tearing through.
Okay.
It's fine.
Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful.
Ugh.
We're gonna fail. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Even though I played this before. If you press the escape key during these arguments, you can review the controls.
Escape!
Well then, good luck and have fun. Thanks, narrator.
Evidence of a struggle.
So that's the truth bullet we have.
Yep.
We're supposed to use that to refute a statement that we see.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to receive.
There we go.
No, it's wrong.
So you can fire it more than one time?
Yes.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
with the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer.
You and Sayaka! No.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been
Where you
obvious
finished
after
the
taking
job.
one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Alright.
Byakuya.
Thank you.
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Byakuya is like the comments on this video.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee they're going to be like, why do we waste so much time delineating the obvious? I bet that's going to happen. I'm going to call you all Byakuya.
Okay, so what's
Or
next?
asshole face is our other favorite term for him is.
Yeah.
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
It's because it is, Hifumi, you fucking idiot! Okay.
Feel better?
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Now, this first trial, like I said in the last video, it's real easy.
Yeah, they really hold your
'Cause
hand through it.
They only give you like one truth bullet per scenario. In later trials, you'll get like 3 truth bullets you gotta cycle through.
What was used to kill her?
The kitchen has that.
Sharp object thrust into her stomach.
Ugh.
Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Oh my
the
god.
killer used some random knife they had on him.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
I can't believe I struggled with this so heavily.
No, it wasn't these
No.
parts.
Oh, that's
I
right.
do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Alright. Alright.
Look at,
Leo.
he's intense. He's intense.
Right?
He's like,
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
A lot more, Toko.
Hold on a second. I'm...
Makoto's intense now.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Right.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
Alright, Leon. Give it a
I don't think
second.
that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
Kyoko knows the truth.
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
What if he was sleepwalking and killed her? He sleep-killed her.
Ah, okay, that's not what happened. Shit
Twist.
theory. 0 out of 10. Bad.
I thought you were supposed to support me.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You ready to learn more about non-stop debates?
Go ahead.
You can concentrate by holding down the space key.
Ooh.
Gameplay. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying.
Wouldn't that make you space out?
On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate.
Uh-oh.
But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Let that little brain of yours take a rest.
Awie's account. So it's Hina in the
So I guess there's no
cafeteria.
question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, that's wrong.
I thought it'd be
No,
funny to
that's
slow
wrong.
down that. Well, nobody was in the dining hall.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
We don't need to read it again.
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives are still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
Not a single
then what
way.
about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
But why would they do that?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
That's exactly what I was thinking, Byakuya. Byakuya.
Don't legitimize him with a common thought. Don't validate his little pea brain.
I'm not validating his little pea brain. I'm validating my thought with the game. Through
So you
Byakuya.
ask, and so I shall answer.
Let's find out the answer.
Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
So they're the
There's
grade.
no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief. Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall.
Anyway.
And I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Right.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I love that it's so obvious Hifumi and Monokuma are the same voice actor.
Yeah.
I mean, I think anyway. Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it.
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Yeah.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because, well...
They're making
Just
out.
spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Yes!
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
That's right, you do.
Stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations? We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the
Oh,
night together?
no.
It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Such an idiot.
Taco.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other
stupid.
possibility is there?
Is she supposed to be French?
I don't know.
Well, I'm not gonna try a French accent, just in case anyone is wondering.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Someone who's not here? Are you
Junko
talking about?
or
Sayaka.
Sayaka?
She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was...
Sayaka.
Yep.
Because she was talking about wanting a weapon.
Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
Interesting.
See? He did do it after all.
You're in trouble now, Makoto.
No.
You sure are.
Wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction?
How's it gonna get out of this one, Kimmy?
I don't know, John.
Love this song.
You possess a most terrifying talent.
Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder.
They already do.
Don't they understand? Well, I mean, like, he means, like, convict him.
I know, but still.
Okay.
I'm tearing through that fat. Tearing through it.
If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
We
Bless
would say.
Kyoko.
Yeah.
Bless Kyoko.
Yes.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Doorknob.
Something was missing from the scene of the crime
maybe
that
not.
by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's gambit is about to begin.
Let's do it.
As things advance further in a class trial, the Hangman's gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known.
Oh, gracious.
Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the mouse to aim, then press the left mouse button to shoot the desired letters. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0 or if you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun!
Good luck and have fun. Don't die.
Yeah. Something that should have been at the scene, but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we could just figure out what that something is. Here we go. Look at him, he's intensely concentrating.
Focus!
Okay.
He, ha, he, ha, her.
I mean, is it...
No. Hair.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. I gotta get it more than once. So, hair. Yeah.
Now I understand.
Can my thoughts be like that?
I know.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Sometimes they say the dumbest shit. Really.
Yeah.
Hey, you wanna know what's a big trace that she had been there? Her dead body, Celeste.
That doesn't seem like something Celeste would say. That seems like something... like,
Yasuhiro would say.
maybe not Chihiro even,
No,
but like...
Yasuhiro.
Huh?
Oh, crystal
Yeah,
ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
This is
And
why
the mess.
Kyoko is best girl. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, she is proving her colors beautifully.
And her colors are purple. Clearly.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Talk is getting intense again.
He's real intense.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Thanks,
And how
Mondo.
did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
I love that she's just like spiking up
Yeah,
the ball, waiting
yeah,
for
she-
us to,
Yeah, she always sets it for us to spike. Yeah.
for us to spike. Yes.
The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is, the object the killer broke. And then here's where we got 6 minutes to figure this out.
6 minutes for this?
I know.
Oh my god.
Oh, which one was it?
It was the doorknob.
Yeah.
I got it!
I got it!
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The
Chihiro's
for
really
my bathroom.
surprised.
It was completely
Yeah.
broken.
So they keep the same expression from the last time they said something. So like, see how Fumi's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes it's really funny, like seeing the camera pan and they're just sitting there like all mad about something or.
Or
See
pointing.
how the top
Yeah.
part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then, let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Honey, let me take you by the hand. And we're gonna lead you through this step by step.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here?
There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more?
Sure. Absolutely.
See, this first trial, it's kind of like a tutorial trial. Tutorial. What?
No, it doesn't
Tutorial.
work. It doesn't work.
Tutorial trial. Anyway, you guys get what I was going for.
To trial.
Yeah. Thank you.
You said some dumb shit too.
From here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. What I'm trying to say is not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage.
Not your influence gauge.
Now this is important because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail.
You die. You're dead.
You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions.
Your weak spots.
Weak spot, whatever. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Don't die.
Make your argument. Bathroom door frame. That's the truth bullet we have.
We're ready.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Wrong.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
No.
That's true. That's true.
She
Yeah.
then fled into the bathroom.
I'll say, don't shoot it.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Right?
Because Sayaka had locked it.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Break! The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes.
Right.
Now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
Yeah, Monokuma. We got the first time you said it.
He must be the ultimate unlucky student.
Wow.
So the
Hey.
reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Sorry, I hate to interrupt the.
We were singing that to Belle earlier.
That's my favorite one.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
The killer was convinced the bathroom door was locked, so they didn't know that the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important detail about the scene of the crime that they didn't know was...
The nameplates are changed!
I got it!
I got it!
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
All right,
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Makoto says everything like he's just now realizing it.
He's a baby.
Kind of funny, yeah. He needs our help.
He does.
If it wasn't for us, Makoto would be dead.
Deader than a doornail.
And so would the rest of them.
That is a definite possibility.
All right.
Oh, Byakuya, that's the closest we're going to get to a compliment from him.
How nice.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Look at Fumi.
She's so disappointed.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
He's a nerd.
Oh my god.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Oh my god. Taka.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, Leon looks
As a
freaked
matter of
out.
fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you.
All right, Celeste.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
We don't have time for this.
Fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think
Wrong.
so. That seems way too convenient.
Break.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative. If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Shut
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because of how frightened she was. That's the answer right there. There's no way Sayaka let someone in because... And then we got 6 minutes to figure this out.
Oh my god.
Let's see. Where is it? Oh, this is... Wait, I must have skipped over it.
I think it's switching rooms, isn't it?
I guess.
It's the only thing that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
knowing what she's
Nice
been
touch.
through.
Thanks.
I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
What?
This is a piece of evidence Kyoko found.
What?
There's something I want to talk to you about, just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Shut up, Hina.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
Yes, thank you, Hina.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh?
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Then that note, Sayaka wrote it?
This
but
feels
why?
weak.
Why would she write that?
Her perfectly legible signature.
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Some of the stuff you just have to kind of like go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you could sit here and be like, well, someone could have just forged her signature.
Right, but
for the purposes of, yeah.
get through that fat. Just rip through it.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
And especially since she was seen in the dining hall, she was out and about after they switched rooms, so...
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But she
can we
would
be
write you a
sure
2D
anyone
note.
even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
I hate Celeste. Sorry.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Can't wait until she dies.
Well, if she dies.
Ooh!
More
All right.
nameplates. Okay, we got it.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Mm-hmm.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
That's it, that's it, that's
So
the one you
in
want
other
to...
words, even if someone did read the note
Oh, no, that's
and
not the
did what it
issue.
said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly
Oh,
would seem that
I guess it was that one. The killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is, it has to be because of what got switched between mine and Sayaka's rooms. Yeah. I just didn't know.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to know.
Because sometimes it seems like, I think we're waiting for something more specific to come along.
Yeah.
I see. So if someone
I'm gonna
read
slow it
that
down.
note,
I think it's funny.
then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
The Makoto.
No, that's wrong.
Counter!
No, that's wrong.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
I like how Mondo's still enraged.
Yeah.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right.
Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates.
Guess who it was?
The only other person who knew we had switched rooms.
Uh-oh.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
She's being a little snaky.
Why would she do that, though?
Why would she
You can also
do
infer
that?
as much from her note.
Hasn't John played this? Doesn't he know why they did that? I was being the comments again. This thing I want to talk to you about, just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate.
Yeah.
She would
Which is
only
weird.
have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Yep.
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
Why would anyone do that, John?
To understand that, we first need to understand
Oh my
what
God.
happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
Or
What
common
happened then
sense.
was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her.
See, the reason why we have to go at a snail's pace is because, like, everyone here except for Kyoko is a fucking idiot.
They don't know how to.
We can only move as
Think.
fast as the slowest person, you know?
And the slowest person, unfortunately, is Makoto, sadly. You would think it'd be one
no,
of
no,
these
no.
others.
He's smarter than these guys. Come on, I mean,
I mean, is he, though?
he's smarter than these guys.
So that would mean
I mean, he does take a while to get there, but he does get there on
That's
his
true.
own.
Yeah, that's true.
The rest of these guys, like, they need to be presented with irrefutable evidence right in front of their face and have it, like, hammered home for them to admit.
And even then, they fight it pretty
Yeah,
hard.
and even then they fight it tooth and nail. Like, they want to die so bad.
Yeah.
They want to
really
get it
do.
wrong so bad.
We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
So who was it?
But we
Taka?
still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Because...
When you look at her wrist, there's no doubt. And what do we pick here?
Sayaka's wrist.
So this is what I mean.
All
The
you
first
have
trial's
to do is
kind of...
take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
I'm just waiting.
Then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Sorry.
I'm waiting for someone to hold up their hands and just have all gold all over their hands and be like, "Whoa!"
Yeah. What happened in my room and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear.
What happened to Slater?
I want to move a little faster. And when I take my time and talk like Christian Slater,
Oh, there he
it
is.
takes a little longer.
We missed you, Muppet Slater.
You gotta go slower, so.
That's true.
There's a bit more to learn about nonstop debates.
Absolutely.
Are you getting used to these nonstop debates?
Yes.
Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. Oh no. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement.
Oh, this is where I started having trouble.
In other words, from here on out, You'll have to combine the right truth bullets with the right weak spots to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the Q key to... I was yawning.
I know.
I was trying not to... You can press the Q key to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the Q key to cycle through each bullet. Or you can use the mouse wheel. I'll just use the mouse wheel, thanks. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Well, we're playing on normal. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun.
What?
So they're making this one hard, just to make sure you get it.
Whoa! They jump right to 3.
Yeah.
You get 10 minutes.
Broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack.
And that's
That might be it.
Miss my zoner's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
No, it's not, Hero. Okay.
So do we have to use all 3? Or
No,
do we just use
one.
one?
We
Okay.
use one on one. And the person with the sword really did attack first. There's no explanation for how a certain part of the sword got damaged.
The sheath.
When
Yeah.
the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Right?
And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
No, it's wrong.
You're wrong, Hero.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched.
Huh? Why not?
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it
Where?
with something sharp.
I don't know.
Okay.
We'll just trust that it's there.
I believe him.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Because the sword is blunt.
Oh.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
Mondo.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Thank you, Mondo.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
What?
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
They're
So she
trying
grabbed the
so
sword
hard
defend herself,
to believe in
but then
her.
the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Thank you, Kyoko. Thank you for being here.
The only smart
How the hell
person.
can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Kinky.
Right?
Her
palms.
Wait, oh, her palms? Yeah, you're right.
I can't.
I was on autopilot.
You're
Yeah, you
talking
were.
about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating
you had
on
been
that sword
listening.
comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because there's a certain regulation that talks about what happens to the bathroom at nighttime. The water was off.
The water was off.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime.
What if you get thirsty?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
You're disgusting.
My.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway,
Why is he freaked out by
Sayaka never
that?
touched the sword.
An insult,
That means
obviously.
The killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath would have had to be the one without the sword.
Uh-oh.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No,
Jeez.
far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
So, would that mean that whoever did kill her out of self-defense would somehow get, like, it wouldn't blacken them?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. The truth will come out.
God, I just ran my knee into the microphone.
It's okay. It won't care. It likes it.
It likes it.
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
It might be now.
I have a question. Do you think the music's kind of overpowering the voice acting sometimes? If
Yeah.
It gets loud? I want to see if there's a way to... Oh, I don't think I can do it right now.
Yeah, I don't think you can either. We'll try it later.
We'll do it for the next class trial.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
I mean, you can still make it out. It's not that
Yeah.
bad, but it's not perfect.
Plus,
Poor Makoto.
she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
If she didn't plan to murder someone like Chihiro or something, I'm gonna be... She's an idiot if she chose someone stronger than her.
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument. You're being super boring right now.
We didn't
Come
say
on,
it.
Hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
If you know, you say it, Kyoko.
Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. But we got more truth bullets, Makoto.
That's right, we do.
Dying message.
Bum,
This is where this is going to come into play, the 11037.
That's right.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Boom.
No.
Nice.
We didn't get to hear the rest of it, but
That's
usually I like to
because
go
you
through the
were
whole
on
thing.
it.
Yeah.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her.
Her dining
remember?
message.
Duh.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Once again, this made a lot more sense in Japanese. I think they had a tough time translating this clue into English in a way that made sense.
Yeah, and I mean...
Before we get too far
it's
into
good.
that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Yes, because she had blood on her finger.
How can I prove it?
Left
Yeah.
index finger, yeah.
I got it!
Because of her fatal wound.
Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
What? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two,
They're
one,
stretching
one,
it.
look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1-1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
All right, Mondo.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
I don't want to hear about you getting excited, Hifumi.
But even if that really is an N037, it doesn't make any more sense than before.
Damn it, it's no use. I just don't know.
You
Rotate
can do
the
it.
image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
And she's a mega idiot.
You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message reveals the real killer's name.
The guy who already did his job.
Select someone. So now we gotta choose the killer. So who is it? Kimmy?
Well, not him. Not her. I think it's Leon!
Let's select him!
Kuwata!
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees.
I know. Stop. We've got a lot of the trial still to go.
If you turn the message
Oh, that's
around,
right.
it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
I can't stress enough how lame this trial is compared to the other ones. I promise.
I believe you.
For anyone who's just sitting there like, really, John?
Well, this is the sort of thing that would have John immediately quitting a game. Not quitting a game, but
no. When I got to this first
bitching
trial,
about it.
I was really excited because like I saw the message in the stall and I was like, oh, that says Leon. Like as soon as I saw it, I was like, it says Leon
it's
upside
Leon.
down.
Yeah.
And then like the rest of it, I was just like, surely there's more to it. Surely there's more to it. Surely there's more to it. Maybe Sayaka wanted to frame Leon so they would all get it. They would all die.
Yeah.
You know, like there'd be some sort of, if I go down, you all go down with me type of sabotage going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was really disappointed. But I still thought this was cool.
But by trying to frame Makoto, she was trying to kill everyone. Because she would have died.
Yeah, but she would have lived.
Oh, that's right.
It was her dying message, so she was accepting the fact that she was going to die when she wrote something.
Yeah.
Because if she was expected to live, she could have just told them.
Right.
You know, so when she wrote Leon...
Yeah, that would be trying to...
That would be, yeah. If Leon wasn't the killer, she'd be trying to screw everyone.
Right, like if Makoto had killed her.
Everyone goes down with the ship, yeah. But, like, since she wrote it, and it was him...
Yeah. No, I'm with you now.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Here we go.
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Kyoko could just, like, run this trial if she wanted to. But it's like every 2 seconds she's like, "So Makoto, the slowest thinking one among us.
Yeah.
I want you to figure it out."
You can do
but
it,
I get
buddy.
it 'cause we're the player, so we have to have some sort of input. Otherwise, like, we can't just watch the trial.
Right.
We have to participate.
Otherwise, she would have been like, bam, 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 done.
Yeah, we can't just watch Kyoko wreck everyone.
That would be awesome, though.
The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. It's a thing I found on the ground in front of the incinerator, right? Oh.
I think so.
I got it!
I got it!
I got it!
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
What?
Look at him.
He's so panicked and intense.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Hold on.
I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button.
Like
That's
Chihiro.
right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You know, one of the reasons I'm okay with the trials, like, taking so long piece by piece, like, I mean, obviously we were sitting here and we're like, yes, we know exactly how it went down. We know exactly the sequence of events, but it puts you in, like, a real conversation scenario, you know, what I mean by real.
Right.
Where they bring up a point and you have to refute it with evidence.
Yeah.
Like, you have to prove that that's what happened.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I know some people figured out almost exactly what happened in the investigation video.
Right.
But, you know, proving it
right
is something different. So
right.
I like that the experience is kind of drawn out a little bit.
Well, you don't get that in a lot of
that
games.
That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Blah, 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 blah. Kimmy, you're talking? Next line.
Next. Oh, sorry, honey.
Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
It does.
And, like, sometimes I'm like, yeah, get there faster. But at the same time, it's kind of... It's very thorough, so...
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
You did that one on purpose.
I did.
Okay.
I was like...
Yeah. She was pretending to say something right as I was skipping.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible.
How?
Oh, sorry. Where it was destroyed? You're talking about the trash room incinerator, right? How the fuck's that supposed to make anything clear?
Shoot!
Looks like I just embarrassed myself in front of everyone.
You made our influence gauge go down.
Sorry.
It could have been a perfect score.
Sorry, it was how. Yeah. It's just sometimes the phrasing is.
Yeah. No, it's.
How the shirt was
I will make
disposed
plenty of
of.
mistakes.
We should be able
I
to
already
figure
have.
out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
Shut up, Leon.
You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
I feel like that should have been addressed before.
Interesting.
Hold on.
So stupid.
Okay. I feel like there should have been a little section earlier where they're like, we have trash duty, who wants to do it? Like a discussion about...
Right.
Because it's such a big deal right now. It seems like that would have been brought up earlier.
Right. Yeah. Like
even as a
it could
throwaway.
have just taken a couple lines, like Monaco being like, someone has to take cleaning duty. I think the first one will be Hifumi.
And
Yeah.
Hifumi be like, what?
And then Hifumi could be like, what?
Yeah.
And then
I like 2D.
and then he could adjust his glasses and be like, I'm starting my quest level 1. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You should write this.
Hifumi has joined the party.
Yeah.
Just some stupid
love
shit like
it.
that. That's all they need is like those. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. And a couple people figured this out in the last video. I say that because I'm sure some of them did, and some of them just knew.
Yeah. Some of them have already seen it.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Boom.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Could you? Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how
You're
would
an
you
idiot.
use it?
Killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
You're ridiculous.
Thanks.
Someone through a gap in the gate? Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. What? Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
How are you figuring it
All
out?
you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small.
Come on, Chihiro. You're almost there.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Because he's the...
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
My God.
The ultimate fanfic creator, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's gotta be it.
We got 2 minutes to decide.
Oh my God.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
Do you have any idea?
Would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime
Oh my
perfectly
God.
clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
The closing argument is about to begin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. This is a really cool part, actually. You have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book.
I forgot about this. Yes.
However, you'll notice that in the comic there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough.
Bum, ba, da, ba.
Well then, good luck and have fun. So here we go.
Begin.
So, of course, this is Japanese, so it's right to left.
Right.
So
To left.
here's like the sequence of events, right?
Right.
Look how bloodthirsty Sayaka looks there.
I know, she's psychotic. I love it. I feel bad for him.
So like they separate into acts. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3.
The cleanup.
Yeah. And look at him. He thought he could get away with it.
He's still sweating though.
They always portray the killer as like this gray putty man from Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's
I'm
this?
noticing how do we only okay, that was
No,
my
we've got
question.
more.
Yeah.
We've got more.
Okay. It's like we got a lot of spaces.
So in this panel, they're already inside the room. Sayaka's got the knife. He's like, hey, what'd you come to talk to me about? And then that's when she attacks. So what happens before that?
I think that
This, right?
yep. Standing outside
So
the
he's
room.
he's at Sayaka's room. Okay. So
And then
she tries to stab him. And then something happens, and then he looks out of the corner of his eye, right? So
so
what happens? Let's see.
I bet he grabs the sword.
You think so? Because he has the sword here, right?
Is she holding the knife there or is she dropping the knife in the second one?
She's dropping the knife. I think
Okay.
it was just an excuse for them to be like, let's see if we can show her butt somewhere.
Probably.
Okay,
Yeah.
this.
No, the one next to it.
Yeah, this.
That's where he sees the sword
right?
out of the corner of his
And
eye.
he sees it, and then she tries to get it again.
Yeah.
He blocks with it, right?
Mhm.
And then he pulls out the sword from the sheath after blocking with the sheath.
No, he just smacks her with. Oh, yeah. You're right.
Does he smack her with the sword in the sheath?
It would
Anyway, it
make
doesn't
sense
matter.
if he did, but
Hey,
yeah.
this is that ass shot
She
panel
drops
right there.
the knife.
So we don't use this. This is a dead panel.
Oh, you're
And
right.
there's gonna be dead panels.
Oh, that's tricky.
Okay, so is it this one? I think.
Yeah, because she looks like her wrist is already broken there.
Yeah.
And
so
then Act 2.
She goes into the bathroom, right?
What is that? Is that a
Shower
phone?
head.
Oh, okay.
And he's like, "You're not getting away." So he jiggles the doorknob. She's against the bathroom. She's feeling trapped. She's scared. But then something happens. Here he's in the bathroom.
So he's got to break the doorknob. Where does he get the thing from? The screwdriver. They don't talk about that.
We haven't quite gotten there yet.
Oh, okay.
Um,
And then
so then he comes in with the knife,
she freaks
looking
out.
all crazed. She's like, "Oh no!" Oh, this is where she gets stabbed. This
Yeah.
is the murder.
Boom.
So then there she is, and then she writes Leon's name right there
And then
before
she
she
died.
dies.
They'd.
Because there's Leon's name, right?
Yeah.
So Act 3. He comes out of the bathroom. He's like, whoa, that sure was a lot to handle.
That sucked. Yeah.
That was crazy pants.
It was nutty.
So then
He finds the lint roller.
The lint roller. He scrubs the entire room of hair.
Which is smart. And I think beyond him, honestly. Oh, and this is Act 4, the incinerator.
Act 4, he brandishes the crystal ball, winds up.
Ooh, it looks like a nipple there. Looks like a boob.
Where?
Up.
Oh, his eye.
Oh, that's his eye?
That's
it looks
his
like
eye.
his nipple. Okay, go ahead.
It does look like... Yes. Anyway.
Nipple eye.
Oh, boy.
All right.
So, yeah, so he tosses it, turns on the incinerator. It starts up, then he grabs the shirt.
And throws it in.
Yeah.
And then...
Right, and then, like, see, it's burning up there. The sleeve is hanging over. And this would leave the last piece of evidence. So, looks like we've got it, right?
Yeah.
So now we're going to reenact.
I feel good.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Hey. Slam.
Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Cha-cha! Ha-ha-ha! Bang! Ah! Bashang!
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Dun.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Slam!
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
God! Bam, bam, bam!
The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Dun dun.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
I'm cracking myself up over here.
Yeah, I know. Carrying the video.
Dun dun dun!
And stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
Dun
That,
dun.
all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Whew.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in
Oh,
their
right, it was his
victim's
shirt.
blood.
Yeah. I think I said it was Sayaka's shirt
Grip.
earlier.
Roll, 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 roll.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Very entertaining.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
Gerda! Basha!
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Say what?
Say what? Whoosh! Crash!
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Roar.
Heh.
Having destroyed the final piece
I'm
of
doing the
evidence,
noises.
They left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed.
Kirk.
Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire
It was a loud
burnt
sound.
away and fell out of the incinerator.
Sorry.
The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
Kirk. Ba-boom!
Right, Leon.
Complete.
It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt. And that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball? You thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit!
Literally
it's
just
bullshit
think
and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I have the evidence. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, remember these?
This is really where I had trouble.
Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB BTW. And yes, they really did say that.
Okay.
During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm.
I sucked at this, you guys.
Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center.
I'd be better at this now.
Press the right mouse button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked on to with the left mouse button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain.
Oh no!
Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get into a tempo down situation. When the tempo changes, so is the timing for hitting each button. So watch out for that.
Alright, have fun.
Deal enough damage to your opponent, and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the left mouse button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough, and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, if your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun.
Let's do this.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
This is what you were talking about.
Yeah.
They're setting up their own to remove the screws. Could have been.
I refuse to acknowledge you! You're stupid! Stupid!
Someone's panicking.
I had to show indisputable evidence that Leon is the killer. I need to figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna try this. I can't really remember how these go, but I'll try.
The moment of truth!
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! It wasn't me! Stupid! You lied! Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lied! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding
Oh crap.
me? Not a chance! It wasn't me!
Fuck.
Stupid!
You got this.
You lied!
Final strike.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
This should prove it.
The toolkit.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the
So
killer
he was going there to kill
assumed
her.
There wouldn't be one in there.
No, he wasn't.
He was just prepared?
Oh.
Because he had...
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
If he came prepared of his own.
It had to be their very own
I think
toolkit.
we'll find out.
Yeah.
Stupid!
Once we get him out of this, he'll
Leon,
spill the beans.
would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid.
He's having a mental breakdown. All right. It looks like he was eating
you
my
have
head.
No rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
What?
See, look. I'm sitting right in his mouth.
Very good. Very funny. Oh, we got an A.
Did you get straight A's?
Yeah, we got an A. 984, so I think we could have had 1,000. It's not perfect.
Not
79 medals.
Holy cow! We can get so many presents!
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Is this like Survivor? Where we're voting someone off the island?
Here we go.
This is awfully chipper for such a sad thing.
Yeah. Okay, now we're back to voices.
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata!
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second.
Leon, did you really?
Kill Sayaka? Makoto, you fucking laid it all out. Exactly what happened.
I don't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Feel bad for him.
Hey, come on!
You expect me to just accept my death?
Not really.
Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. When I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong.
You'd be dead.
Because if what we came up with was really the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me.
Yep.
But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong.
Yes, you can.
After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Yours had to do with your family.
Now we're trapped here with sorry, go, sorry.
Now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. Why? I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them, and Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side. On my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know.
Boy, you were played!
Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Boy, howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. Ba-bum, ba-bum. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew. I understand. I really do. Really, I do. Yup. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault! Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I'm sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum. Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Oh, thank you.
Punishment? Punishment? I don't know why I think that's so funny.
It's my
I'm sorry.
Punishment?
You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice! I had to kill her!
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
Bless you.
Am I gonna sneeze in every video? All right. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she'd shed herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either.
I mean, you should.
Because the one to blame is him! Swa? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Uh-oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you?
I hope Taka's listening.
Just shut up!
Okay, well anyway, more importantly...
chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
Oh.
Hey, come on now.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
This is
No!
this is terrifying. Like, if you think about this really happening. Oh no.
That's one of the images in the intro cutscene.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
What we saw, that was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Death.
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
Yeah, it's enough.
What's going on? I can't take it anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Hey! If you don't like it...
Oh, I thought he was gonna...
I know, you should have.
All you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
So even if all of them but one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you! Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear.
Say what?
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of shit! I don't know who you are,
but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
Boo-hoo-hoo. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened, happened. Because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Kills! Chills! Kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some of the fun for later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality.
Sorry, I just need oxygen. Jeez.
Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone? Oh, I thought he was going to keep going.
Scared of being with everyone?
Yeah. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second?
She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trials started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her for now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you.
What?
So, the fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway,
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free from such a desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever.
What about Junko?
I'll carry the memories with me wherever I go! Yeah, he kind of just left Junko off, didn't he?
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey,
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Oh, well, I'm psychic.
Yeah.
Oh, you knew it was coming. You knew it had to be coming. Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
Chapter 1, To Survive. The end.
Let's go tally. 12 left. To be continued.
To be continued!
So we've finally finished chapter 1. The shortest chapter in the entire game. You received the Despair Bat present.
Oh, great. Yes.
So, cool. We're going to save the data. We
Yep.
made it just under 2 hours. So that's
wow.
nice.
And that's even with a lot of, like, commentary.
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait. No. Okay, well, this isn't doing anything.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what'd you think?
So I had played through that before,
Yeah.
just to be clear with everyone.
Right.
But
replaying it, like, with fresh eyes.
Right, and 3 years later. I mean,
yeah.
it has been a while.
It's been a while.
And there's a lot I obviously did not remember in the sense, like, I knew it was Leon the whole time.
Right.
I remembered
Yeah,
that.
me too.
Because I remembered his execution, because it
I remembered most of the details, because...
freaked me out.
That was the third time I'd been seeing it.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I forgot about the comic book part being the ending argument,
Yeah.
and I thought that was really cool.
It was cool.
I remember struggling with that mightily. And the tempo thing.
Yeah.
I think I got really angry and you had to solve it for me. Isn't that
Yeah.
what-
I remember doing that.
It was not a good time.
Yeah.
But other than that, like, there are some good twists in that first trial, and it makes me excited for the other ones.
It's just... Like, it's not a bad first trial, but it basically is Tutora trial.
Right. There it is.
Force it.
There-
Tutora trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tutora trial.
I said that earlier and she didn't say anything, but whatever.
You're working on it.
Yeah, so, I mean, it is kind of... I mean, they're telling you everything works. In the English version, you see Leon upside down right away. And so
Yeah.
you I mean, like, but even if you know it's him, you might not know exactly step by step how he did it.
Right.
And the fact that Sayaka was the one who wanted to instigate, who wanted to murder him.
Right. Which, why did she choose him? I thought that was the dumbest.
That was odd, because you would think that she would pick Chihiro, like you said. Or,
or like, who's the nervous girl? That's everyone.
Toko?
You're calling me ugly. Yeah.
Toko. Yeah. You'd think she'd pick someone mousy and, like, seemingly helpless.
Right. Well, and that makes me think that she wanted to die. That she couldn't handle what life looked like on the outside, and she knew she wouldn't survive long on the inside. So she went after a target that she would more than likely not be able to beat, but then she could at least, like, bring someone else down with her, like you were saying before.
I don't know. I think she wanted...
I think subconsciously that's what
I think
I'm
she
saying.
wanted to escape to chase her dreams more than anything.
Yeah.
Because, like they said, she had, done a lot to try to achieve them. And
Do we ever learn what that was?
no.
What did she do?
Dead men tell no tales, so we'll never find out.
That's a bummer. I want to know what she did.
I
What
mean,
did
I'm
she
sure
do?
there's some fan fiction out there that detail exactly what Sayaka did before.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's insufferable and terrible. So
We should write our own and
no,
read it on here.
no, because then we'll just be as bad as them. We can't do that.
But it'll be ironic.
But this fan fiction will be good. No,
It'll be a good
no,
one.
it won't. It'll be shit like all the rest of them. All right, guys. Well, so that was our first trial. There's
That was a good
several
one.
more to come. We're 6 parts in. There's probably gonna be like a 30-part playthrough, maybe more.
Yeah.
Question for you.
Answer for you?
It's like 1:15 in the morning right now. Do you have time to record another episode, or should we just say part 7 will be on Friday?
I'd prefer to go ahead and record now.
Wow.
I'm dedicated for you.
She's a real
people.
champion of the people, guys.
That's
okay,
right.
so
For you.
we'll just keep doing daily episodes then.
Yeah, we're going to do our best.
Okay. Well, we'll see you guys later. Let us know what you thought about this in the comments, and no fucking spoilers. I'm getting really tired of deleting them.
Yeah.
Seriously.
That's
and
super lame.
No, like, oh yeah, Sayaka seems real nice. Wink. Sayaka seems like she wouldn't hurt a fly. Wink. None of that shit either. That's spoilers.
It is.
Don't be an asshat.
Even if you're not saying exactly what it is, but you're alluding to anything, spoilers. That's exactly what it is.
So, and yeah, on that note, everyone, be careful before you head into the comments, because I can't catch everything. I'm not logged in at all hours of the day, so.
And we're not asking for spoilers just for me. Like, it's for people who have not played the game or have not seen this.
There are people who are watching who have never seen this before, so.
Yeah.
It's just courtesy.
Yeah, we want them to experience it the way you did, without spoilers, hopefully.
I mean, it's, you know, it's one thing to talk about Danganronpa outside of it. I think that's perfectly fine. This game's 10 years old, you know?
Yeah.
It's perfectly fine to just walk around and be like, can you believe, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Maybe check and see if the person's played it first.
Or, like, private message people you know who have played it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, you know, talking about Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's like, sure, you can say, yeah, I am your father, Luke. Ah. And people will know what you mean. And if somebody's like, what spoilers? Then it's like, okay, it was 40 years ago, dude.
Yeah.
Go with the fucking times. You haven't seen Star Wars yet?
Yeah.
Troglodyte.
All right, so no.
Yeah, well, there's a certain element of that. But I feel like when we're in the element or playing it, no spoilers.
And also, I mean, Star Wars is better well known and more apt to
In the
being
public
seen.
lexicon.
Yeah.
Relevant.
This isn't, so.
Part of pop culture.
There's less likelihood that people have seen it. Anyway.
Yeah, okay, we'll see you guys later. Bye.
Think critically.